One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Toss to the outside. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's think a second about Arizona State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. Five-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Toss sweep right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
They're going to run it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Second and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Touchdown, Arizona State! They grab the early lead.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Joyner. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Paul, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Red Raiders get enough for the first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
What kind of shit is that?
He did that one all by himself. Make
Go
a
Raiders!
miss
Roll
after Burns, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
At the 29. Now, fourth down.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Cummings. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Makes the grab. It's Stone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give is to Williams. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Back to pass, it's Cummings. That's caught, it's Joyner. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first.
Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Red Raiders have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Udo. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. To throw, it's Levitt. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll get rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I think I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Udo. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to pass, it's Cummings. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. Across the 15. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Gonna try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Coming out with it, it's Shaw. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Right on target this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little... It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Levin. Makes the catch. It's Moss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback... now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Texas Tech, 20.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Cummings. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Unloads it left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Loss of 2. Brings up fourth down.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of